gonna jump right in here to the heavy series. I've completed the sport series, but I have to redo the light series. But anyway, I'm just gonna go through a couple quick races here with a couple of different cars than we've seen before, I think. We've got that one right there, and the alright. So that's the only one that I really already classify as a heavy one. But I think I will give it a try. I'm gonna use the Baja truck here, and we're gonna be in Monterey. So I'm sure this thing's acceleration is not all that great, so we'll probably be at the back a little bit. But I mean, it's also the heavy series, so I don't know how many other guys are going to be driving like the larger stuff. Everyone else seems to be driving regular, like the convertibles and the muscle cars and things. It's not really it. There you go. There's a truck. I think that's the one they call the old truck. OL apostrophe old truck. I've been doing a couple races. I don't know. I don't think I did the muscle series or whatever. No, sports series. Excuse me. The sports series. I don't think I did that on the stream, but I did finish that one. Really progressing in this game. I think all of the tracks and everything are pretty much unlocked for you, but it's the cars that you have to unlock, which is cool though, because I do like the variety of cars. It's the charm of the game is that it's a little bit silly with its car selection, and there's a good amount of variety there. So I do enjoy that the progression, the sort of like the rewards for playing the game is more cars. So you get a couple for each class, but you essentially are working to unlock some of the cooler and some of the sillier ones, which is nice. I like it. Not doing too bad in this race so far. Already in third, feeling sort of comfortable. You gotta really have an eye out for those shortcuts. It's not like Beetle Adventure where you're gonna have multiple laps and then notice that you can do it again and grab that on the next one, or you get multiple tries to hit every shortcut just the one time. It's very much like I have to remember after racing 2 or 3 times. I feel like I just missed one back there. If I had... Oh, I don't know if this counts as a shortcut. It seems like just a split. Yeah, that's not really a shortcut. But it's that very arcadey thing, because like say you're playing this in an arcade, you wouldn't do as well, and you'd have to put another quarter in and remember that the shortcut that you saw was there. So it's the basically the way you figure you do it. Ooh, race on a nice green golf course here in Monterey. That's nice. Is that a opponent? It must be. He's going hella fast. I came up on him and I was like, is that someone I'm actually passing, or is it just traffic? Now of course he's pulling back out in front of me. That sucks. Gotta stay on. Ah, fuck you! And it's the finish line too. I wish I'd been able to get by him. That was close with him for that last stretch. Not too bad though. I'm happy to have finished third. As long as I finish, you know, top 4 in most of the races pretty consistently, it seems like you've got a pretty good shot at least, you know, completing, so to speak, what they say, completing the races. Let's see, I'm gonna try this guy out. It looks cool. Mess around a little bit. I think that purple is probably gonna be the best color you can get out of it, but I just want to see. Yeah, we'll go with the purple. I like the purple.
On your mark, get set, go!
Let's see if this thing's got actual good amount of speed, or if that license plate is just a bunch of bullshit. Worth noting, obviously, but there's a lot less bounciness, a lot less slingshot turning going on with these heavier classic cars, which is pretty welcome if you've just been doing the light series or even the sports series. Like, a couple of the sports series have some pretty snappy turning, and the other ones not so much. But it you know, if you hadn't watched my first video on it, it basically, like, the turning is so quick. The turning is I mean, obviously unrealistically quick. That's not really the way I'm trying to describe it, but it's like it's like a rubber band. It just snaps back and forth, and it's like it's hard to have any like precision with slight adjustments. So this is a little bit more comfortable, but I feel like it'll be a little bit more punishing if you mess up going around a turn, or if you hit an obstacle or something like that, because you're going to take a lot longer to get back up to speed. I was just trying not to bank into the wall on that, so I cut across the dirt. Still not doing too hot here. I may not actually finish this series because I've got other stuff to do today, but I really just wanted to get in here and do a handful of races and keep up with it. Largely, when I do like the big races, the California series, that's going to pretty much be the, oh my god, I'm in fucking last, are you kidding me? I'm going to do like the California series, and that's going to be on my own time, and then that'll be when I sign off with this game, because I've been doing a lot of driving games lately. And we get to mix it up a little bit next time before going right back into more driving games. Holy shit, that is a steep angle here. Let's get moving. How the fuck? I haven't even like screwed anything up. I'm still in 8th place back here. I can tell you right now, I'm not going with the I'm not going with this car in the next race. That's for sure. I know that reading from the Nintendo Power, the California series is tough because you have to finish 3rd or better. So I think doing the California series, even though it's unlocked from the beginning, if I make it through that, that'll pretty much be like finishing the game, even though I haven't unlocked. Wow, are you kidding me? I didn't fuck up. I didn't like have a big, oh god, I ruined my race. I just, like, that car just kind of sucks, doesn't it? And I was maybe a little bit too careful. Yeah, now I'm at the back of the standings now. Jesus, that is rough. I'm gonna go back to the muscle car. That's what I've been feeling the most comfortable with. Let's see. I like that. I like the blue on that.
On your mark, get set, go!
Alright. Let's try and come in first, for God's sake, here, because that's feels like, oh, that's the snappy turning I'm more familiar with. But yeah, man, that was rough. I mean, I know it wasn't like a great race, but I feel like you can usually claw your way into 5th or 6th place just by not screwing up. That was terrible. Do not use the sled for fucking anything. Now there's a lot of speed behind this guy, so moving much faster. So yeah, hopefully I can come in first here and really make my way back up the standings. Muscle might be the way to go for the heavy series. That nice guitar-y track. It's a good contrast. It's weird because I still don't think it's like all of that memorable, but I do appreciate the music in here. It's got a little bit of effort put into it. It's got this like guitar track that is just absolutely ripping right now. So that's pretty cool. And like I said, it's got that spacey one that I think was either the last track or the one before it. But it's got a very trancey, like techno theme to it. Like the one thing that as I said, the one thing that this game has on like Beetle Adventure that I just played. It's like, well, the music in here is probably better. There we go, it takes 2nd place. I think that's the other guy. He's right in front of me if we check the radar there. That's also not very helpful radar, you have to admit. Because there's like no sense of like distance or anything. Oh yeah, we're going up on the spaceship. Yeah, I love that. That's what I like about this game. That's why I like. I don't know if I'd rather play this than Cruis'n USA. I think I'd still rather play Cruis'n World because Cruis'n World is really a step up from Cruis'n USA. But if I was gonna rank the games so far, because I like all those games. I like all of them. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that like, oh yeah, they really started off really lame. I think just the variety of cars and the intrigue and the variety in the track design too. I think this is probably a better game than Cruis'n USA. Cruis'n USA is the more like classic, and I think World is probably the best of the three so far. Oh, just barely, man. Still not bad. I'm pretty happy about that. I'm happy to bounce back into second place. And I think overall, just it's not that I'm gonna say that the other series is bad, but I've liked all of these games a good amount better than the two Rush games that I've played. I just don't like the I don't like the way that they design the tracks in the Rush series specifically because they can trick you into not wanting to take shortcuts because they'll have bad shortcuts. I've been over them when I played them, but that's the thing. I like the A to B in this type of racing better. So yeah, I prefer. I'm gonna call this straight up. I'm gonna call this a cruising game. There's 4 cruising games on the N64, and this is probably the third best, but they're all fun. So. I've played Exotica before and I do like it. I just it would probably come down to Exotica or World, and I'll have to determine that at a later date. Exotica in the arcades I always enjoyed because I don't know, it's probably the one that I have the fondest memories of playing on the big machine with the wheels and pedals and everything. So I just have a fondness for that, and I don't know if I would say the same thing about the N64 version, because I have played it. Hopefully we'll be able to revisit that game and look at it more objectively as far as the N64 version goes, and determine if Exotica or World is the superior one. Oh, please let me pass this dude and get some first place. Muscle car seems to be the way to go on this heavy circuit, though. I think they've made a mistake by allowing the muscle car into the heavy series, because yeah, fuck you. Because it seems to have a definite leg up on some of the other cars. God, I hope I can catch that dude. This is cool though. I like this track in particular. The driving inside the mountain and everything is pretty dope. And it's not even like the Silicon Valley one where it's really weird. This is not all that different from a lot of other midway racing game track designs. In a less comical game, but I still think that this is like one of the better ones in this game. I am in first, but that doesn't really mean anything when there's all these branching paths going on right now. Yeah, he's up there. Come on. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, if there's like this last stretch and I can go for broke on a shortcut if I think there's one anywhere nearby. But it didn't happen. It came right up on us. Second place though. I think that guy who finished first there is the guy who's ahead of me. And if I hadn't sucked so bad on that second one with that terrible sled car, then I think we'd have a pretty easy route to finishing first in this series. So yeah, I think once I'm done with this, I think I will probably go play the Light series one more time now that I'm a little bit more used to the game itself, and try and do the California series and see if I can finish that. And that'll be, I'll actually like finished the game by my standards at that point, even without getting all the unlockable cars. So that'll probably be it for streaming after this one today. There we go. I'm already. Look at that. So yeah, that'll be it for streaming after today, and then the next one I believe is going to be Rampage 2 Universal Tour, which I'm looking forward to. Even though I didn't have a great time playing World Tour by myself when I played World Tour, there's a little bit more content to Universal Tour. I remember from playing it as a kid, and just knowing that it was designed for console. Fuck you, traffic. And knowing it was designed for consoles and everything, I'm a lot more excited to play that one than I probably would have been to just play World Tour in a arcade, non-compilation context. Yes. Well, if I beat that dude, I'll have a good chance of coming in first overall for the circuit, because that's the only dude that's in front of me. And he's only ahead by 1 point. Man, that thing was shaking when it was going through the air right then. Should I be worried about this? It's a nice looking first place, fucked up by traffic. I love it. Oh, and now I'm in third. Oh, if that dude in the convertible passes me, I'm not going to be happy. Which side is the trolley going to be on? Probably, yeah. Oh, fuck you. I had to let off on the accelerator just to not crash. Not this dude. Come on. Anybody else, not that one. Yeah, and that's the finish line. Fuck. I was shooting for a second place finish there. It was that one bit where I was driving on the. Oh, right, because it's fucking multiple weeks. Yeah. Well, anyway, that's gonna be it for this year. So yeah, that's a 3-week thing. That's right. It's not just 5 races. Track 1 of week 2. I did that though. That's cool. And yeah, I think when I did the light series, I didn't make it into week 2. That's okay. So that's the arcade version. That's what you do when you do the arcade version. So that's cool. I'll try that too. And 6 weeks. Holy shit. I don't know. I feel like I'm probably not gonna have a good chance of doing that, given that it's a 6-week thing. But this will be cool too. I'll try that. I definitely will. But yeah, that'll be it. And next time you see me on here, I'll be doing Rampage Universal 2. I'm almost positive it's Rampage Universal 2. Double check. Be absolutely sure. And then then after that, it's a little bit more racing. It should be Rampage and Snowboard Kids. So yeah, we've got Rampage 2 Universal Tour, Snowboard Kids 2, that'll be fun even though it's more racing games, and Triple Play 2000. So yeah, we got baseball games coming up too because of the spring of '99, and there'll be a lot more companies putting out baseball games, so we'll get a big mix. So thanks for watching. It's been California Speed. It's basically a cruising game in everything but name, and it's a lot of fun. I appreciate the track design and the fun that they had with it. So definitely pick this one up if you like the other games. I'll see you later for Rampage.